What tigers teach about patience. There is a strange moment that happens deep inside the jungle. A moment so quiet that most creatures never notice it. Nothing moves. Nothing happens. No chase. No attack. No violence. Only silence. Somewhere beneath the shadows, hidden between tall grass and darkness, a tiger is waiting. Not for minutes. Sometimes for hours. And that is the part nobody talks about. Because when people think about tigers, they imagine power. They imagine sharp teeth, muscles, speed, the final leap, the dramatic moment when the predator explodes from the darkness. But the tiger understands something most humans never do. The leap is not where the power comes from. The power comes from everything that happened before it. The waiting, the restraint, the ability to remain still while every instinct demands movement. And perhaps that is why the tiger fascinates us. Not because it is different from us, but because, in some strange way, it reveals something about us. Something uncomfortable. Something we spend our lives trying to avoid. Because if you look closely, the modern human being is almost incapable of doing what the tiger does naturally. Waiting. Not physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. We live in a world where everything moves faster every year. Messages arrive instantly. Opinions arrive instantly. Entertainment arrives instantly. Validation arrives instantly. Or at least it seems to. And somewhere along the way, patience stopped feeling like a strength. It started feeling like a weakness. People no longer want results. They want immediate results. They no longer want success. They want visible success. And perhaps most dangerous of all, they no longer want self-worth. They want proof of self-worth. Constant proof. Daily proof. Sometimes hourly proof. And this is where the story stops being about the tiger. Because deep beneath every human desire for attention hides a fear. A fear few people ever admit. The fear that if nobody notices them, they might not matter. This fear drives more behavior than we realize. It drives people to talk when silence would be wiser. It drives people to react when patience would be stronger. It drives people to chase relationships that should be left alone. It drives people to abandon dreams that simply needed more time. The strange thing is that most people never recognize this fear. They call it ambition. They call it urgency. They call it productivity. But often it is something else entirely. An inability to sit quietly with themselves. An inability to wait. And that is exactly where the tiger becomes interesting. Because the tiger does not seem to suffer from this problem. Imagine the jungle at dawn. Mist hanging above the ground. Birds calling somewhere in the distance. The world slowly waking up. Yet hidden within all that movement, the tiger remains motionless. Not because it lacks desire. Not because it lacks hunger. But because it understands timing. The tiger knows that acting too early can destroy everything. One careless movement, one unnecessary reaction, one moment of impatience, and the opportunity disappears. As if speed itself can solve uncertainty. But uncertainty is not the enemy. The tiger knows this. Uncertainty is simply part of reality. The jungle offers no guarantees. The future offers no guarantees. Life offers no guarantees. Yet the tiger remains calm. And perhaps this reveals one of the deepest differences between confidence and insecurity. Most people think confidence means believing everything will work out. It doesn't. Confidence means remaining steady even when you don't know how things will work out. The tiger waits because it trusts its ability to respond when the moment arrives. Many humans cannot wait because they do not trust themselves. That lack of trust creates urgency, and urgency creates noise. You can see it everywhere. People constantly explaining themselves, constantly defending themselves, constantly proving themselves, constantly announcing who they are, what they believe, what they achieved, what they own, what they know, as if identity becomes more real when other people acknowledge it. But the tiger never introduces itself to the jungle. It never asks for recognition. It never requests approval. It never gathers an audience. And somehow, It loses nothing by remaining unseen. This raises an uncomfortable question. How much of your life is actually yours? And how much of it is a performance? How many goals were chosen because you genuinely wanted them? And how many were chosen because they looked impressive? How many opinions are truly your own? And how many exist because you fear rejection? The older most people become, the more difficult these questions become to answer. Because years of seeking validation create a dangerous illusion. An illusion that attention and value are the same thing. But they are not. Attention is temporary. Value is internal. Attention depends on other people. Value depends on you. And perhaps this is why so many successful people remain unhappy. They spent years collecting evidence that they matter, but never developed the ability to believe it without evidence. The tiger never has this problem, because the tiger's worth is not something it negotiates with the world. It simply exists. And maybe that is the real lesson hidden inside the jungle. Patience is not merely the ability to wait. Patience is what naturally emerges when you stop needing immediate reassurance, when you stop demanding constant proof, when you stop treating every silence as rejection, every delay as failure, every obstacle as a sign to quit. Because the person who requires constant validation can never be patient. Their emotional survival depends on immediate results. The patient person is different. They can endure uncertainty. They can endure silence. They can endure invisibility. Because their sense of worth does not disappear when attention does. And this may be one of the rarest forms of strength in the modern world. Not the ability to dominate others. Not the ability to attract followers. Not the ability to command attention. But the ability to remain calm while nothing happens. To keep believing while evidence is absent. To keep growing while nobody notices. To keep moving forward while the world offers no applause. The tiger has no philosophy, no religion, no motivational speeches. Yet somehow it embodies a truth that many humans spend an entire lifetime trying to learn. The strongest people are rarely the loudest. The wisest people are rarely the busiest. And the most powerful people are often the ones who no longer need to prove their power. Which is why, in the end, this story was never really about a tiger. The tiger was simply a mirror, a reflection of a battle happening inside millions of people every day. The battle between insecurity and self-worth, between reaction and restraint, between desperation and trust, between the need to be seen and the courage to become something valuable even when nobody is watching. And perhaps that is what patience really is. Not waiting for the future, but becoming strong enough to stop demanding that the future arrive early. As if speed itself can solve uncertainty. But uncertainty is not the enemy. The tiger knows this. Uncertainty is simply part of reality. The jungle offers no guarantees. The future offers no guarantees. Life offers no guarantees. Yet the tiger remains calm. And perhaps this reveals one of the deepest differences between confidence and insecurity.